What's going on, guys? This is C&M Gaming and I'm back for a brand new Clash Royale video about the Rascals challenge. I loved using the Rascals, I love going against them. I really enjoyed this challenge in general and I did really well in the end. I had some really close and some amazing games which I hope you guys enjoy. Let's get right into it. So, the first battle here, I don't choose the Rascals because the bowler is a pretty good counter. I think in this first game I ended up going up against a Lava Hound deck, which is very tricky. I picked the Furnace generally because it does a lot more damage, and because I've already got a bit of a defensive setup, I don't really need to use Tombstone. I don't want an expensive deck, so I go for Goblin Barrel, and I think on the actual game I clicked for Fire Spirits, but instead I got Spear Goblins. But against the Lava Hound, they're both pretty decent, so I didn't mind. So I haven't got a great starting hand, and he rushes a Prince, and I'm kind of screwed, so I have to get Spear Gobs to stop the Prince's charge, and then quickly put the Knight in the way to then take care of the archers and stop the Prince getting any charge damage onto the tower. I go for a Goblin Barrel a little bit late. They already have Rascals, so they only get 400 damage onto the tower. However, I have got an elixir advantage at the moment. So I set up the Furnace, just to try and get rid of the Rascals, but the Spear Goblins, I thought both of the girl Rascals targeted the Furnace, but one didn't, which meant that I took quite a bit of damage. My deck, however, is quite defensive, but he's got a good defense as well. So in double elixir, I've got to watch out for the Lava Hound. When I played this, it was really tough. So he's put a Lava Hound back, so I know I've got to set up some air defense. So I set up the Wizard and prepare the Knights because I know he's going to place the Prince, so the bowler can take care of the Prince. The Wizard's happily firing at the Lava Hound with the Furnace for some extra support, which goes for the archers first, which was really helpful. Get the Spear Gobs to help take care of the Lava Pups. He gets insane rocket value, which is not good for me. It's a very tough matchup, but I'm finding it quite hard to go against him. He's got a good defense and he's got good offensive cards. So it's a bit of a stalemate, and I'm currently down by 1,000 compared to him on this first tower. So it's not looking very good. It's double elixir. For him, that's going to really help for his Lava Hound pushes, but for me, it means that I can put more of a defensive shield up and have a better chance of defending his pushes without taking any damage or very minor damage. So I've got a Furnace on the go, I've got a Bowler on the go, I've got a Wizard on the go. Wizard's working on defense as well as the Furnace, with the Bowler distracting the Prince. I think I got the Knight in just before. Stop the Prince's charge. Have to fireball that. Amazing fireball value with the archers, the Rascal Girls, Rascal Boy, and Fire Spirits, which worked out really nicely. So at the moment, I'm kind of just working on defense. I need to keep defending, gain the elixir advantage, because that's the only way I'm going to have a chance of winning the game. His offense is pretty good, so I keep having to just make sure I defend and defend. I got the Furnace again, the Wizard again, ready for his Lava Hound. I didn't need the Knight, but I took the Knight to take the damage off Skeletons and Archers, so the Wizard and the Spear Gobs can keep plucking away at the Lava Hound, taking it out, stopping the pups, preventing them from getting barely any damage to the tower at all. I got two Wizards and the Furnace, however he makes a massive mistake by missing one of the Wizards, going for the Rocket, and this is my chance. I know he's low on elixir, got two Wizards on the go, a Knight and Spear Gobs. The Prince only destroys one Wizard, the Knight tanks, and you've got the Wizard, Spear Gobs, Knight and Fire Spirits going for a tower. I fireball the archers to stop their DPS, and I get the first win. That was a very intense match. Like, it was really close. I was defending and defending and defending, trying to get that elixir advantage, and finally it catches up with him. He goes way too aggressive with that rocket, and in the end gets punished for it. Now, going into the second game, it was quite tricky, this first decision. I think I ended up going with Ice Wiz. No, I took Princess. because that does good damage and puts pressure on opponents. Barbarians can counter the Rascals, but the Rascals on defense can easily counter the Barb, so I went for Rascals. Arrows because they're lighter and I didn't want to have an expensive deck. And then I picked Balloon also for that very same reason. So we're heading off, and as I see right here, I did not notice in the game, but he had a Lava Hound and Golem, which is quite expensive, but he does seem to still have a decent deck. But because I know he's got a Lava Hound, he didn't make a move, and I thought he's probably waiting till double Elixir. Me having a lighter deck, I did not want that to happen, so I think I'll place an Ice Spirit very soon, and he releases some Fire Spirits, and I decided to make the first move in normal time Elixir because it's kind of my chance, because if I leave it till double Elixir, then he's going to be allowed to stack up his push. So I put a Knight at the back. He uses Executioner now. Because he uses Fire Spirits and Executioner, I didn't think he had much air defense as I've got arrows. So I went in with a Balloon and Minion Horde. And he doesn't even use Lightning. He sets up a Lava Hound push with his Executioner, which was a bad idea. As you just saw, I've got a Balloon with still half its health. The Minion Horde taking out the tower, tanking for the Balloon. The Balloon getting the massive damage onto the tower with the Princess. And I 3-0'd the guy. A free victory. But I still don't understand why that guy wanted to set up that massive push. But it was a free win towards my goal of getting the Rascal. Right, we're moving on now to the third video. And I think the first choice I picked was Dark Goblin. It does a lot of DPS. And Barbarians can be countered by a lot of things. I chose Archers to work well against them. I picked Graveyard because it could be quite good defensively and offensively when you need it. And Lava Hound, I don't really use too much, so I didn't want to use it. I picked Log because of Spear Goblins to counter it. So as you can see here, I've got Sparky, I've got the Rascals. The Rascals, as a card in general, I think they could be used really well in a lot of bait decks. And they're pretty good on defense, as you just saw there. They put the Princess at the start, Dark Goblin took care of that, and got some real good damage onto the tower, so that was a very good start. Now I split up Goblins to the back, just to cycle, just to get some cards back in, and then play Sparky at the back to get rid of that bowler. So he put Spear Goblins down, so that's interesting. So I think, great rocket by him, lock the Spear Goblins back, and the bowler, but it means I don't have as good defense now the Sparky's not gone, but I can use the Rascals and the Archers to clean all this jazz up with no damage onto my tower, which is very good. So what do you guys think of Rascals? Do you like them? Did you think they were going to be bad before and then seeing gameplay that they were good, or do you just think they're a bit OP? So now I rush in a Graveyard and some Goblins, forgetting that he's got Barbarians to counter it, which wasn't a very good move on my part. So I'm now saving up for a Sparky to try and take out the Swarm, but he's got the Bowler in there as well. So this is quite a tricky start, but I've cycled my cards to get in sync with his, and hopefully that means I can defend really well against his pushes. The Sparky there is like, I don't want to be in that lane, I'm just going to switch over here because, you know, just because I want to. Unfortunately the Sparky doesn't get a hit because that Princess, that pesky Princess, I get a little bit of damage onto the left hand side Princess Tower. I'm able to defend the Lumberjack with some Archers and a Log to take out Spear Goblins and also to push back the Lumberjack. I then rush Goblins quick enough so he cannot defend his Princess. It destroys the Princess just before the Fire Spirits, which was really nice as he wasted 2 Elixir on that. So he's on full Elixir, but I'm on defense. I've got a very strong defense, so I want to put my lighter troops on the other side because I don't want them dying to the bowler. And I'll set up the Ice Wizard and Sparky to try and take out a push he'll probably build with the bowler. So he goes for a Lumberjack in the back and put the Rascals to tank as well, but the Log and Sparky seems to be doing fine at the moment. The Ice Wizard's slowing down the bowler pretty nice, and the Dark Goblin getting a lot of DPS onto the bowlers. I placed down another Ice Wizard, slow this bowler down to stop him getting so much damage. His princess is doing a nice job, but I've got his tower down to 1250 now, so it's more even. Split archers, and one archer should take care of the princess, but I log it as it's positive elixir trade and go for the graveyard push because he put the lava hound and spent so much elixir that by the time he's placed down other troops it's too late, and we have got the 1-0 victory, guys. And for the last game, I had a really tricky deck to face with this opponent. I'm not even joking. I think in this game I go for a golem deck, and this guy had such a good defensive deck and offensive deck, it was really hard to go against him. Now, because I picked the golem and the dark prince, I wanted to pick the musketeer to take out his range units, like the baby dragon, so I believe I picked that. Yes, I picked that last. Now, his deck is lighter than mine, like quite a bit lighter than mine, so he's able to cycle his cards a little bit faster, but I think I'll start off with a goblin hut, I believe, as a defensive play, and he puts down spear gobs. Now this matchup was really tricky because he was able to go offensive but be so defensive at the same time. So with graveyard I naturally go for the witch and I go for the musketeer to maybe start a little nice counter push. He gets his electro wizard out, but I've got the miner, however they take the miner out really quickly, which is unfortunate. Now defense with Rascals combined with E-Wiz is nasty. Like, it was not very good for my cards. But I fireballed the E-Wiz and the Rascal Girls and the Spear Gobs, so I got some value, and more crucially, I'm even now with him in Elixir again. I've only got 100 damage lead on this Princess Tower right now, which is not very big, but double Elixir with a Golem deck should go in my favour. So we're kind of just waiting until we get to 10 Elixir on a lot of these, and then we're placing cards. He's playing quite defensively right now. And then he goes for an absolute aggressive graveyard again. So I go for the witch. This time I don't place down the musketeer. I want to use as little as possible. The princess getting some good chip damage against us. The E-Wiz right there. The dark prince, I managed to get in front. So it takes out the E-Wiz and goes almost for the princess, but unfortunately only gets the Rascal Girls and the Rascal Boy. And the princess still being alive is really irritating, but the musketeer is able to clean up the spear gobs. It's able to clean up the princess. So it's a bit of a stalemate right now. The important thing was to use Zap there, which didn't take out my musketeer, so I gained some elixir on him. And right now I'm just setting up a nice golem push. Places down the goblin hut to help get some chip damage and also for some air with his spear gobs. He's putting a princess at the back, playing very defensively, which he should be doing. I think I missed the princess unfortunately, but it's still looking decent. He's got a really good defense though, which is why I haven't supported it anymore, because his defense is so good. I'd rather just place cards at the back and get ready for his counter push. And I still got some decent damage onto his tower, taking out about a third of his tower health, but now he's building up a good little charge. However, my defense is pretty strong. I've got Fire Spirits for the Minion Horde, Dark Prince for the E-Wiz, for the medium HP tree cut the princess as well to take that out, and the baby dragon I've got a musketeer, so I've mainly got to keep defending right now, which is easier said than done, because he built up quite a good push pretty quickly with his swarms, and his princess being at the back is really annoying because it can literally keep chipping away at all the defense that I put down. It's nice with that dark prince just taking out the princess. The miner getting chip damage, he doesn't have anything to really take it out, so miner gets like several hundred on the tower, which works out really nicely. The princess is really good on defense. Unfortunately, musketeer does get a hit. He has a nice E-Wiz placement right there, using the witch to try and take him out. Now, the princess is doing a pretty solid job, getting a lot of value out of it, and he places an aggressive graveyard, which I've got the musketeer and dark prince counter, so hopefully I'll get a good push going right here, but his defense is amazing. I managed to hit the Rascals and Spear Gobs though for some good value, as well as hitting his tower, and right now his defense is pretty strong with the Minion Horde, So I placed down Goblin Hut, Witch, and so I've got a good defense against air and good distractions, which means he can't get much damage done to my tower. Musketeer doing work there, taking out the baby dragon as well, and hitting you with. That pesky princess is annoying, we're getting so much value with her damage. Then the Dark Prince to take her out before putting all troops in front of her. And this is a very tricky game, because he can keep pushing and applying the pressure, and there's no problem for him. So he placed down another graveyard, and instead of placing fire spirits, I placed down the witch to take care of it more effectively, even if they get a hit or two on the tower. And right now, guys, all I'm doing is I'm trying to fireball, minor cycle this guy, whilst keeping up the defense. So Goblin Hut is working real nice on defense, provided with Witch, and I'm able then to occasionally put the miner in, because all he got to defend that is a princess. So now I've got it down to about 440, so I can fireball his princess. -1 elixir trade, I know, but it gets damaged onto the tower, trying to chip away at it. He's quite aggressive and he's able to keep the pressure up constantly, so I've got to make sure I keep up the defense, because if he manages to build up any kind of push, it's really hard to defend. So right now he's got a really good defense going and is building up into a counter push. Right now I'm just keeping defending with the Musketeer, with the Dark Prince and Goblin Hut. I fireball, unfortunately it misses the minion horde, but I've still got the Witch to defend that. Now, he places his defensive graveyard purely because he knows of one hit of the miner and is dead. But I know this, so I wait until he finishes using graveyard. He knows that. I get one hit on the tower and boom, it's GG's. One of the toughest matches with 12 seconds left on overtime, but I managed to get the W. And unfortunately, guys, I only managed to get 10 wins on this challenge. I got 10 wins, and then on the 11th game I got such high elixir cards I wasn't really able to do anything, but I was really happy because I barely do these challenges and I got up to 10 wins. Is even after a rebuy one that I used for 100 gems, I ended up getting 20,000 gold from this challenge, and this challenge was really worth it as well because I got 20,000 gold for it, which it costs 500 gems to get 10,000 worth of gold on Clash Royale, so I basically got 1,000 gems worth from the challenge, which made it really worth it. And I hope you guys enjoyed the content. As usual, if you did, leave a like, please subscribe, feel free to comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about the Rascals, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day wherever you are, and I'll see you guys in the next one.